Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mampolo from Mampolo's Corner. Renee myself. Guy, so El-Rufai. El-Rufai when if you coordinate Kaduna State. El-Rufai when if you govern Kaduna State. When if you say bandit don't take over in state. Get the temerity, get the audacity. They talk to Obi. So Obi an Nollywood actor. Obi an Nollywood actor. El-Rufai. Oh, so Obi is going nowhere. Obi is going nowhere. Is that right? So Obi cannot even get 1% in the north. El-Rufai. El-Rufai, how many times I call you? Which day you come to assume God? And they ask you. Which day you don't make yourself God on earth? Yeah, they ask you. You know, when I think say when I pass God, now be the problem when I get. But when I don't say God pass on one. Una gonna try make una do so una fast, una sharp, una fast. But I don't know say God sharp and fast pass una. Now the problem when many of una get, una won't be local politician one day for Nigeria. You think I'm laughing at you? Or I'm laughing with you here. You think I'm joking with you? No, but you talk say Obi no go fit win Anambra State before you no go fit win the state. Now you don't check them out. So Obi can sweep the whole southeast and south. You don't Obi don't sweep some region now, eh? You don't change map, but you said Obi cannot even win his state. Not be the same you when they talk with two sides of your mouth. Talk say if Obi come to Kaduna, higher people want to come there than 200%. When Obi come to the Kaduna, different area, different zones in that your Kaduna state, you know sweep them. Everyone is not obedient. So now the same mouth when they use talk, you know they talk so Obi na actor. I mean, na Nollywood actor now. He's not going anywhere. He can never win. He don't worry. Now, when I talk, say the same you, no you, no. Now, when I talk, say now the Obida movement now only 4 persons. One day for inside room, they tweet. Say now you don't finish. Say everything we go do go earn for internet. You don't earn. Say I say our structure, our obedience not there for ground. No, we don't come here Kaduna take them over. No, I can see that you are frustrated. I know what is wrong with you now. I see frustration all over you when you are talking that thing. I see bitterness. You are bittered. You are frustrated. We that are obedient, who are obedient people, we have decided to frustrate the hand of the wicked ones. we frustrate the enterprise of the wicked like you. We don't frustrate them. You don't ready now. No, you don't reduce them now. Say only not Obi no fit win. We can now sweep the whole southeast and south side. So you don't believe in obedience and in Obi. You don't worry. You are coming up very soon. You are going to say the whole west say we go sweep them. Don't worry now with this your mouth. Even for that or not, we go still sweep them. You don't know. I know guy your time. Obi is a Nollywood actor. Look at you when they talk say Obi is a Nollywood actor. What do you be? In fact, I don't want to talk too much. Let's watch this man calling Obi a Nollywood actor. Watch video.
Well, in another development, the governor on Thursday dismissed the chances of the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi winning the presidential election. In a live television interview, the Kaduna State governor said Peter Obi does not have the necessary support across all states to win the election and described him as a Nollywood actor.
It's all right.
Let's take a listen before we take some reactions.
It's all right, Oji.
How can Peter Obi win any election? Peter Obi is polling 1% in Sokoto, 2% in Katsina, 5% in Kano. That's where the votes are. All states are not equal. The fact that you are doing 70% in Anambra State does not mean somebody doing 10% in Kano is not better than you. Kano is 4 million votes that actually happen. Anambra is what? The number of votes in Anambra is the size of one local government in Kaduna State. So all states are not equal. If you poll states and you make them equal, yes, Peter Obi will sweep the southeastern states. He will do well in south-south. Where else?
It's all right.
He's not polling well in southwest, other than a drop in the ocean in Lagos. He's polling in the Christian enclaves in the north. He's polling well, but how many are they?
You mean
How many? Peter Obi cannot win the election. He doesn't have the number of states. He doesn't have 25% in more than, the last time we checked, in more than 16 states. He can't go anywhere. Peter Obi is a Nollywood actor, and that's all he will be. This election is between the APC and the PDP because they have the footprint, they have the spread. Ethnicity and religious bigotry will not take you anywhere. And that's what the Labour Party campaign is about.
All right, let's take some tweets. Well, this person wrote, I totally agree with El-Rufai. Peter Obi is a Nollywood actor. In fact, Dati is a Kannywood actor too. Common trader who is campaigning with just 4 people in a room. Peter Obi cannot even win his state, Anambra, let alone 36 states. Labour Party is going nowhere. Thanks, El-Rufai, for this revelation. Well, Okpara wrote, I really understand the pain this man feels. No one will take it lightly with a Peter Obi that was supposed to be unable to pull 200 people in El-Rufai's Kaduna, but instead did 3 successful rallies in El-Rufai's Kaduna. El-Rufai, please accept our condolence. Well, another person wrote, El-Rufai is stirring up controversy. This idea of population density in the north is a myth. It's been debunked. The Middle Belt and southern states can't be paying more tax, consuming more resources, and spending more on energy. Yet, the North claim a higher population. You know, I'm coming to you, Rufai, because you always quote data and statistics. What do you make of that last tweet before we talk about everything?
At first, that's why we have a census coming up this year, and I please every Nigerian should go out there and be part of the census. Coming up after elections, so we can have empirical data. But secondly, we challenge Mr. El-Rufai to bring out the data that shows that Peter Obi is polling 1% in Katsina.
Thank you.
Kaduna and some other state he mentioned. Because they are the ones that are quick to say, oh, the data is rubbish. When these people, when Bloomberg released their data, they said it was wrong. So please, he too should be able to bring out the data that shows that Peter Obi is polling 1% or 2% in those states. And if he says a presidential candidate is a Nollywood actor, it speaks so much of him as a person and the character. It speaks so much of Mr. El-Rufai as a character. Presidential candidate of a political party, it has degenerated to you abusing presidential candidates now and calling them all sorts of slurry names. Anyway, if Peter Obi's presidency is comedy to him, I would tell him something that is not comedy to him.
Okay.
The fact that workers have been denied their rights in Kaduna State is not comedy.
Jesus.
The fact that there's massive insecurity and killings in Kaduna State is not a Nollywood film.
Jesus.
I think he should face that in a state.
This problem.
Probably act that well and ensure there's a resolution to the season film of insecurity, a Nollywood movie of insecurity happening in the state first, before you abuse another presidential candidate.
It's a failure.
The things he said yesterday, I also challenged him to name the names of people that are against the presidential ambition of the APC presidential candidates. He should name them. We keep asking this question because today now they have gone to the village, and that's why please will call on President Muhammadu Buhari. Let common sense, let a heart and political will prevail. We have on good authority that over 7 governors are there from different states, from the APC now. They are about to enter a meeting. Why is that it's only the APC that is complaining about this Naira redesign? Like Professor Imolayin said, we are happy. He's a presidential candidate of the Accord Party. They said we are happy at least votes of Nigerians will count. But why is it that for over 4 days now, the APC have only been the party that has been complaining about this? Other parties have not complained about it. Why is that the case? He says he has empirical evidence. He says he has evidence as regards conspiracy. He should release the evidence before the elections. You see, we just want free and fair elections, and we don't want monetization. Because formerly, people used to buy elections in this country. It was always about the highest bidder. And President Muhammadu Buhari is trying to stop that with this Naira policy.
Thank you, Buhari.
We just hope that after this meeting, we don't see another extension. Because we know that was how President Muhammadu Buhari was met. They met with President Muhammadu Buhari the last time to be able to get the first extension.
No more extension.
Please, Nigeria is bleeding already. And these political actors should cease. This country is for all of us, not only for their personal interest alone.
Right. So, now, this is the same El-Rufai. When Don Buster, they fight the own party. He said, you get some people when they for a party, when they frustrate their party, his own party not to win. So you got some people when they for Aso Rock. Aso Rock of all people. So there are some elements. Let me use the word where he used. He said there are some elements in Aso Rock that doesn't want APC to win this election. This year, this month, not even this year too far, this month. So there are some elements in Aso Rock. I can't ask, who they for Aso Rock? El-Rufai, who dey for Aso Rock apart from Buhari and Osibanjo, and maybe some little people when they work for them. Or they say this is not them. Who dey for Aso Rock apart from? So are you indirectly accusing Buhari or Osibanjo trying to frustrate the Tinubu campaign and APC campaign? Is that what you are telling us? You must be telling us something. If you want to tell us something, be open and be bold enough. Don't tell me something like coward. I don't like people talking to me like that. I don't understand opposite talk or indirect speech. I don't understand them. If you want to tell me that Buhari is against Tinubu and APC campaign, let me know. If you want to tell me say it's Osibanjo, call names. So not the shele here up and down. Up and down. You get too much up and down. For those who never see them, they try to deny cover with him talk. All right, now watch the video.
Let's begin what's trending. Amid speculations arising from allegations made by the governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru El-Rufai, that elements in the presidential villa were undermining the chances of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress. The governor on Thursday clarified his stance, insisting that the elements he referenced know exactly who they are. He spoke with Charles Onyagulu on our nightly program, Prime Time.
Let me restate exactly what I said.
It's all right.
I'm a quantity surveyor. I am mathematically tuned to be accurate, even in my use of words. What I said was,
they intimidate who?
we are convinced that there are elements in the villa, some elements in the villa that want APC to lose the elections. I did not say the federal government. I did not say Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. I said APC. Okay. All right? So I don't understand why the federal government is responding to what I said, because the federal government is not part of it.
Because they are in Aso Rock.
And I referred to elements in the villa, and I know who I'm referring to, and those that are in the villa know who I'm referring to.
It's all right.
Dr. Abati, is the week of tell it all, isn't it?
Okay, first, let's deal with this buggy of fifth columnist certain elements in the villa. And, you know, that everybody is saying they cannot name those persons. Who are the principal figures within the villa? I work there, I live there, so I have an idea. You have the president, who is the president of Nigeria. You have the vice president, where you have the office of the vice president and his team, right? You have the chief of staff to the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You have the PAMSEC, State House, okay, who works with the chief of staff to run the administration. So these are the principal people. The rest of the people will be, staff, starting with special advisors. The only major special advisor that has office there may be special advisor media, and maybe one or two. But they are supposed to serve the president. They are supposed to serve the principal. Maybe the commandant of the brigade of guards, who comes in every morning to do their parade before the president goes to the office. Okay, maybe another principal element in the villa will be the wife of the president, the first lady, who has an office there, and maybe the wife of the vice president, you know, who will probably come in and go out. So who are these unidentifiable flying objects inside the villa? Who are the ones influencing the president with regard to policy? It will be dangerous indeed if there are some faceless characters who are not official actors, who are the ones dictating the policy of Nigeria. And that is why it is important for Nasir El-Rufai, who says he knows those people and that those people know themselves, to name them.
Yes.
If they are not, people recognized under the laws of Nigeria, then it means that we are in a bigger tragedy than we can imagine.
Absolutely.
That unknown elements, like unknown soldiers, like unknown gunmen in the southeast, that these unknown elements have taken over the presidency of Nigeria. That is the real problem, because the presidency of Nigeria is at the center of the democracy. Number one. Number two, the point he was raising about, there are one local government in Kaduna State is more than the whole of Anambra State. In fact, that is part of the problem with Nigeria. Because Nigerians have been saying that, look, Nigeria has been organized in a lopsided manner, whereby you will have more local governments in Kano State than in Lagos State, where all the states of the north will have more local governments, more allocation under Section 162 of the 1999 Constitution than almost all the states of the South combined. And we hope that this imbalance that El-Rufai is using to demonstrate the strength, the numerical strength of the North, translating into voting strength, will be one of the things that Nigeria at some point will address. And we will have correct information about the distribution of persons in Nigeria.
Well said, Dr. Abati.
Hear them. That last thing when Dr. Abati analyze now, you say, you dey brag, say Kaduna get different local government, many large local government. This is the same marginalization the IPOB or the Biafrans they are crying for. That they are being marginalized. You see, you dey boast, say one local government now be Anambra, but we create different local government there. Why didn't there's lots of imbalance there. That's why you see most of the Igbo agitators or most of the Biafra agitators, they say, you are marginalizing us. Look at how you come for national TV, they talk, say, they insult a whole Anambra state as big as Anambra, that Anambra state is not up to one local government in Kaduna state. Can't you see yourself? I even see where you mention as well, I say, there are some little Christians in the north. You are insulting Christians in the north. That how many are they? To give Obi a winning vote. How many are the Christians in the north? You look down on people a lot. You open your mouth and say Obi is a Nollywood actor. So and that is what he will remain. He can never make it. Say it doesn't have maximum support all over the whole state. Is there any candidate now, Tinubu, Atiku, Obi, when you go both say you get maximum support all over the whole state? Can you tell me one? Can you tell me any candidate that have maximum support all over the whole state? Are you going to tell me that Anambra people are going to vote for Tinubu maximumly? They are going to vote for Atiku maximumly in Imo State, in Abia State, in Ebonyi State? So you get the region that you want to get maximum, you get it, and go other region and get more, and you win. That's the politics. You come here, put here. So if not, some people did not vote for people maximally, we are not going. No, nobody will win because it is only not that will decide who will be the president or not. I don't get your time, guys. If you love what I do here, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, even on TikTok. All I'm political. I love you guys. Peace out.